Two Sheds Gabby here. I am here today on this snowy afternoon, and I'm going to do a penny search. I spent hours today getting this new mat. I guess it's ready. I might make another change yet, but sometimes when I'm going through pennies, I'd like to know how many they made of them. And so this mat, it's the front and back. And on the front, it's got all the mintages for all the wheat pennies and for all the memorial copper pennies. And on the back, it goes from 1983 just to 2009. And then I have the commemorative mintage numbers. And I have also the Indian head penny mintage numbers on the back with that too. So anyway, now if I grab a wheat penny out of a roll, it's like, how many they make of that one? I can just pop over here and look it up. It's just a whole lot of figures, not much room there for any color or photographs or anything. I did go back and make a second copy, and I have a little bitty picture of a wheat penny reverse and a little picture of a memorial reverse. On the next copy I make, this one I'll just use for myself. And then on the reverse, on the other side, I have the same thing, a zinc reverse and an Indian head obverse. Anyway, I hope I find something good in this box here. This is a box I picked up here in Louisville, but I thought today, since it's a snowy day and I have some time, I'm not going to use the machine. I'm just going to go ahead and go through it roll by roll and see if I can find any wheat pennies, hopefully, and just see what else, see how much copper I get. Hopefully 3 pounds. We've got, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 inches of snow out there. I'll show you a quick video when I stepped outside. But also, I did have a couple of enders. I've got a 2009 Memorial and a Canadian copper ender. No wheat pennies this time. I'm sure we already have at least 5 inches, and it looks like it's not going to slow down anytime soon. We haven't seen this in a long time. I didn't find anything else special in those 2 rolls. I got me the commemorative and the Canadian copper, and I think it was like 8 wheat pennies per roll. I mean, 8 copper pennies per roll. Sorry about that. Hey, in my 4th row here, I find a 1944 Philadelphia wheat penny number 1. You want to see how many they made of this one? 1944 Philadelphia. That was a lot. 1,435,000,000. Golly. That's quite a few. Well, the very next roll, about an hour later, because I took a little nap, I get my second wheat penny, and it's a 1945 Philadelphia. And they made 1,040,000,000 of them, about 400, almost 400 million less than they made of that 1944. Wheat penny number 2, that's cool. So the snow stopped just a little while ago, and they went in. Now we have gotten into the freezing rain. It doesn't seem like it's coming down hard. Well, it's harder now than it was an hour ago, and so we'll see. They said we might get like over half an inch even possible. That'd be crazy. We'll lose power if we get that much. Hopefully we won't get that much. This morning, we were just sitting around, and the birds and squirrels wasn't finding much to eat. So I went out and popped a big pot of popcorn and took it out and put it on the back porch for them. And it turned out it was mostly the starlings that ended up eating all of it. I didn't see the squirrels. I did see the tracks of the squirrels where they came behind them and picked a little bit, but man, oh, that was a copper. Yeah. So I guess the squirrels picked at the remnant because those starlings, golly, they tore it to pieces. When they eat it, they pick it up and fling it. I don't know why, but I'll weigh that to see if it's copper. It is. Well, guys, I'm all the way up to the 15th roll now, and I finally find something else. I got me a Canadian copper penny here, 1975. A whole lot of the rolls are getting like 5 and 6 copper, so I don't know if we'll get 3 pounds or not. You know, it seems like lately, no, I don't know. I've had boxes where I have gotten a 3 pounds for sure, but it seemed like the last few of the the ones in my area here didn't get 3 pounds. But the 2-box comparison I did from up in Indianapolis a couple days ago, both of them got well over 3 pounds, so that was cool. Do you guys keep up with any crypto stuff at all? This guy right here, I see him go when I'm looking at YouTube shorts. He pops up a lot. I guess because I've stopped a couple of times on him. He throws out the F-bomb all the time. I can't stand hearing that. But he's talking about what's going on, I guess, with XRP most of the time. And when I first started seeing him talking about it, XRP was at like 45 cents. And I converted some of my stuff over to that XRP. But anyway, it's up to over $2 now. And he says in this one right here that it's going to go up to $5, $10, $30. Y'all believe that? That would be crazy. That'd be cool. Hey guys, the next row, and I got a 2009 commemorative. So I printed off another mat. This one has the little pictures on it because the first one I didn't get that put in. But I wanted to show you what we have here. This is the presidency. And here's the 2009 commemoratives. The presidency, and this one is a Philadelphia. They made 129,600,000. So it's not like crazy low mintage, but it's, you know, a lot of the other ones they did like $1 billion. Here's the 2008 Philadelphia, $2.5 billion. So it's way less than that. That's for sure. At 129 million. The D, they did 198 million. And this is actually the lower mintage one, the presidency. The others you see, 300 million, 300 million, right around, 350 million, 284 million. So the presidency one is less of all of them, just in case you didn't know that. I printed this second one off to show you the little pictures I put on it. Plus, when I go do a mat video, do a penny video or something, I tape the mat down so that it doesn't move around on me. And so I couldn't show you the other side. But I had the little picture put on of the wheat penny and the copper memorial. Anyway, just to give you an idea of, worked for hours on this silly thing. It's not like it was hard finding the information. It's just getting it all pieced together. Golly, it takes forever. Yeah, enough about that. This is the 23rd roll that I just opened up. I'm just kind of getting back to the action. It's after 10 p.m. now. It's the wrong way with that zinc penny. But I took a break a little bit ago, and I got down to the den. I'm in my office, and I just caught my wife the end of her sneezing, so I wasn't able to get a recording of it. Sorry about that. I'm sure she would have loved that. Oh man! But we ended up watching some TV and just hanging out down there. And now, now here it is, going on 10:30. I have people ask me lots of questions, and it's great. I love it, and I will always keep trying to answer them. But I guess if there's one piece of advice, or let me put one thing I would suggest if you're going to be in a coin roll hunter, there's a 2009, and that's the presidency. That's the least minted right there. That's my second one of those. If you're just going to do a roll or two here and there, then this does not apply. But if you want to get boxes, and if you want to get bags, or something like that of coins, get multiple bank accounts. That's the best thing I would say. And I would suggest getting a local, a local hometown type bank that has hopefully several branches and hopefully a coin machine or two at a few of their branches, and get a big bank. That would, talk to them first, make sure that you can order coins when you want to. And there are several of them that do that. And that's, that way you can keep coins rotated around, keep getting them all the time whenever you want them. Let me open another roll. We'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay, next roll. Yeah, multiple bank accounts. Get a, 82. Get a big bank account. The big bank that I order from the most, they will order anything that I want every week if I want. They just ask that I don't bring them back to their branch. They go out of their way to order for me, and they would rather I didn't bring them back there. And so I don't. No way. I take them other places. Whether $50, I re-roll, put back in the box, and take them to other places most of the time. And I mostly just deal in pennies, nickels, and dimes. I don't do quarters very often, but the other coins I take to banks that have coin machines and return them that way. And so having multiple accounts, two might be plenty. I do this a lot. This is just part of what I'm really into. And so I've got several bank accounts. And I like to have lots of options on where to return coins and that sort of thing. And from time to time, I'll go out of town. I'll order ahead of time. I'll order boxes of coins from my accounts when I go out of town. Anyway, that, in my opinion, is just one of the best things that you can do to keep the flow of coins going easily. And I guess the second thing would be make friends with the tellers the very best you can. If they're nice, reward them, take them find out what their favorite candy bar is. That is plumb disgusting. Oh my goodness. It's like the surface of the moon. Oh, that's foul. Golly. That is nasty. Anyway, making friends with the tellers is a plus for sure. Well, folks, this is the 6th row into the second half, and this is just my third wheat penny. It is a 1944D, and I just happen to be right in the right spot to look that one up. And it's right there, 430 million, which is way less than the almost 1.5 billion of the 44 Philadelphia. If I happen to find the S, there's 282 million. Pretty wild. It's kind of cool being able to do that. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but I think in the future I won't have this as my main mat. I'll have this to the side. I like using my other penny mats. Whoop, that I have places to put the coins either right here or my original one that has more information. And I can just put the different things I find along there. And I prefer that. But I do think it's fun looking up the mintages when I find these things. And, you know, if you want to know about the just the regular copper coins, they made a lot of them. 75 Philadelphia, almost 5.5 billion. Denver, 4.5 billion. See, they only did the proof in the San Francisco, and that was 2.8 million. But go up here to the 74, just the regular 74S, they did 409 million. And then they did 2,600,000 proofs. Anyway, I get a kick out of that kind of stuff. You may not. If you do like these, I'll have a link to it below, but it depends on if it's your thing or not. Here is the 44D wheat penny number 3. I think we got in the neighborhood of 7 or 8 inches out there. Oh, I put that guy on the wrong side again. Maybe 2. And then the ice started coming down, and I think it has pretty much quit. We didn't get as much as they said. I don't know if it's finished. They talked like it was going to go well into Monday, but it's not doing anything right now. And fortunately, we still have power. I hope we have power when we wake up in the morning. I've talked to my mom next door a few times today. She's just chilling out. She likes to hang out over there and watch her shows and talk on the phone to people. Where is it? Sometimes I can't see them. There they are. I've had a few rolls now that's only had 2 or 3 or 4 copper pennies. I'm going to have a hard time getting 3 pounds at that rate. Now there's 14 rolls left to go in this box, and here is wheat penny number 4. It is a 1945 Philadelphia. Would you like to see how many they made of that one? 1,040,000,000. There's a few of them out there. That's pretty cool, though. How many of them are lost in the ground? How many of them have been melted? We may never know. So anyway, I guess I'll get started next week. 82. And I'll do a nickel mat with the mintages so that I'll have that handy too. And I'll go all the way back to the buffalo at least, since we do find those. If I have room on the mat, I'll put the V-nickels in, but it just depends on how much room I've got. But I probably won't get started on that until next week. Curious to see if we're going to get any more and if everything's just going to be back to normal tomorrow. You know, I don't know. I don't know if they've got the roads cleared out there or not. Well, it's the very next roll, and here is my 5th Wheatie. It is a 1952D. Let's just pop over there. Oh, they made less of these. Look. Well, the 52P has way less. 52D is 746 million. At least it ain't a billion. But the Philadelphia only has 186,000. Wheatie number 5. It's fun to find these wheat pennies. I've always been a fan. As long as I can remember, I've enjoyed them. Well, look at that. There's wheat penny number 6, 1945 Philadelphia. Again, that's 1,040,000,000. That's our second one of those. Wheatie number 6. That's cool. Maybe I'll get a couple more yet. That'd be nice. You can look over at the mat and go, did they make any San Francisco of that penny? or was it just proof? So I was thinking about trying to list some of the copper poundage on Facebook Marketplace. I haven't done it yet. I don't know. I do think I want to try to sell some and just see how that goes this year. And copper right now is just under $4 a pound. So I think if I do try it, I'll try to sell it for $3.50 a pound. The question is, can I even do it? Will they even let me list it? I may have to be creative. Well, with 9 rolls to go, I found another commemorative, and it's in pretty good shape too. And this is the formative years. And it is a Philadelphia. And since I have this one taped down, I got to look over at my other one. And it's 376 million of these they made. I think we're going to try to go see my cousin in Florida the end of the month for a day or two. Probably go see a beach while we're down there. I think he's like 2 or 3 hours from Daytona. Now with 7 rows left, here is yet another 2009 commemorative. This is the birthplace. It is a 2009D. And of that one, they made 350,400,000 of the D. If you don't see the date, turn it over on the back. If it's a shield, you probably don't care anyway. So in February of 1979, I was 18 years old, and me and a couple of friends had an apartment. One of them was a cousin, and another one another friend. And one night we're sitting there at the apartment, like, what do you want to do tonight? And I don't remember what time of day. I don't remember anything like that. But my friend's like, let's go to Daytona. I know it was my cousin. Said, let's go to Daytona. We're like, okay, let's go. Within an hour, I think he had a pickup truck. We were in his truck on our way to Daytona. And when we got there, we on the main road strip that goes alongside of the beach. It was unbelievably packed. There's people everywhere. It was after dark, and well, it was insane. And there was people rolling slick racing tires across the street, back and forth. And we're like, oh, this is the time of the Daytona 500. We didn't even know. We just took off and heading down there. And it was, of course, it was crazy getting a hotel. We had to go down south of town, and it was still real costly getting a hotel. More than we anticipated paying, but we did it. We managed. We hung out there for a few. We didn't go to the Daytona. We didn't go to the race for nothing, but we had a good time just hanging out on the beach for a couple of days. 82. I guess back in 79, there hadn't been a whole lot of them yet. When did they start the Daytona 500? Was it like in the 50s or 60s? I'll have to look that up. 5 rolls to go, and here is a Canadian copper. 1981. That's my third one of those. Oh, and also I made a mistake. Oh, two things. The Daytona started in 1959, so it had been going on for 20 years. And I found 2 of these. I was thinking that was the whiteout. It's not. This is the professional years, the 2 of these that I have. And those, the Philadelphia had 376 million of those. So I didn't get any of the President ones this time. I have the other three. Didn't get any from the president coin. Just wanted to clarify that. I was looking at them thinking, but the White House one, the White House ain't finished yet. They're still working on the dome. Now 3 rolls to go, and here is another Commemorative 2009. This is my third, I think, of the professional life coin, and it is a Denver this time. Cool. That's 6 of those, and all of them have been pretty nice. Just a few rolls to go, folks, and we will be done with this box. This is my second to last roll, and I was unrolling this roll here, and it just kept on rolling. I'm like, what's going on here? This is how long they're supposed to be. This one's almost double the length. It just kept rolling out. 1 roll to go, and I find another 2009 Commemorative. This one is the formative years. This one's not as nice as the others. A little bit more wear. It's a Philadelphia. Oops. 1 roll to go. Here's a 1982. It is after 11:30, folks. Golly. You remember that movie, 82, The Fugitive? Had Tommy Lee Jones was the main cop, and Harrison Ford. I think it was right at the end. Tommy Lee Jones goes, "I'm glad it's over. I need the rest." I need the rest. 1 more roll, and we'll see. I hope I get 1 more wheat penny. That'd be nice. We're at 6. Well, I didn't get another wheat penny. I just ended up with the 6. I think 5 of them were from the 40s. That was kind of cool. Let's see how much copper we got. I don't think it's 3 pounds, but maybe I'm wrong. Hey, it wasn't far off. 2 pounds and just over 14 ounces. Closer than I thought it'd be, I'll say that. Well, anyway, folks, I appreciate you watching. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Got any new ideas for 2025? Getting into this new year. I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to bed. Good night, folks.